A D major chord is built with the first, third, and fifth notes of the D major scale. If we look here at probably the most common D major shape of all, the open D major chord, we've got a D, an F sharp, and an A. Yes, we get another D here, which is an octave of this open fourth string, but that's all it is, just 3 notes. Now this is probably the most common D major chord that you might come across. Let me show you a few more in order of likelihood that you'd probably play it. So here is a D major chord with your bar on the 5th fret, starting on the 5th string. Let's take a look at our fingers. We've got our first finger that lays across the 5th fret here. We've got, likely this would be our 3rd finger that lays down across the 7th fret. Academically, we usually say this is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers. Yes, you can play it that way. A lot of times we just use our 3rd finger as a bar. Okay, moving up here, we have the D major chord on the 10th fret. This is also a bar chord with our first finger across the 10th fret. We've got our 3rd finger, 4th finger, and 2nd finger. This is a standard major bar chord shape. And we can see, again, just 3 notes, D, F sharp, and A. We've got 2 more Ds in there for good measure, and we've got 1 more A in there. All right, the last D major chord that is probably used a little bit less often when people talk about the caged system. This is a C, C in caged, the first letter of caged. This is a C major shape. If we were to pretend like our fingers were down on the 3rd fret, this is our 3rd finger here. Well, sorry, and with this particular shape, this is our 4th finger. But the shape is the same as if we were to slide this down to the 3rd fret and play a C major shape. At that point, these strings would be open, and this would probably be our 3rd finger. But let's say for this particular shape, when we use our first finger as a bar, we could slide this shape up and down. This would be E flat, and this would be E and F, and so on. This is a great shape to know because it is immovable and because it's not a bar chord shape. It's got our 3rd of the chord on top. We could see these other shapes here. On the top here, we've got a root note. And on the top here, we've got a 5th. So this is a handy shape to have a 3rd on the top. You know, sometimes for chord melody, we want to have the melody note of an F sharp or the 3rd of this particular chord on top, and that is an option for this this chord shape. And the reason why it sounds more full is because here we've got a root 5th root. In this shape, we get a root 3rd 5th. So the bottom of this chord is a little fuller in this shape. This might be one that you consider learning. So all of these shapes, again, just to recap, every single one of these shapes has a D, F sharp, and an A, and that is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes in the key of D major. Let's cycle through these shapes one more time with our finger placements. We've got D major. Let's go up to the 10th fret for a D major, 5th fret for D major, and then the classic open position D major here. All right, this is a lesson and a quiz from GuitarThinker.com. I hope that you like it, and I hope that it's helpful for you. I'd love to see you at GuitarThinker.com.
Be sure to take this lessons quiz to earn your badge.